Hello, yes, my name is Archie Dutrazek, and tonight I'm doing a video due to the fact that I've heard that my son's school, Head Start, Hosmer, South Street, Fitchburg, Mass, is debating on whether or not they should fund the school anymore. To me, not funding the school and not continuing to keep it there, if that's what it's coming down to, I believe that is one big, huge mistake. I remember being a freshman in high school. That year, it was going into fall, and that was 1990. That the shop I was in, Buildings and Grounds, which doesn't exist no more, due to the fact that one of the teachers passed away that ran it. And that was at Monty Tech in Fitchburg High School. And the trade, we went there to build a swing set, slide, playground type thing. And even back then, the school was highly motivated. We went in and met teachers, kids, before we started building, to let the kids that they were getting a new playground or what forth. And I'll tell you right now, the school has been, to me, running on a full charge of energy, and I see that they continue to make good to the school. And to take funds away from it, or if you're closing it down, to me, that is very shameful. You're going to be, for one, taking kids out of there that love to go to this school. Every time I go in there to drop my son off, every kid has I don't know, you can believe it or not, but every kid I see sometimes have their moments, but most of the time, ear to ear smile. The staff, ear to ear smile. Yes, they have their moments with kids. Yes, what kid don't have their moments and problems? Hey, whatever. But to me, to shut down that school, funding, is ludicrous, crazy. My reasons why you should not shut it down is because, for one, the kids love to go to that school. The kids love to have fun. And it's not just about fun. When they learn, they're having fun. And they're learning. Two main reasons. I started kindergarten back in 1979. And I can tell you the times then, and looking at what the kids have today, big step of course, technology, learning, the things they have in the class now is way far beyond of what I had. There's so many cool things in there. I wish I had the time to go in there and do a little volunteering, but I can't due to my busy schedule because I am unemployed. I'm constantly looking for work, doing things to, do work, and I have no time. But if I had time, I'd spend the whole 4 hours there literally just having a blast my own self. Because back in my day of 1979, we didn't have half the stuff that this school has today. And to be a freshman in school and to go there and build a playground was an honor. Like I said, we get to meet the kids, the staff at the time, and I can say that they were back then even high-powered driven energy to make the kids do well. And I'm glad I was a part of doing, something for that school. I went to Monty Tech, graduated in 1993, and like I say, the changing of the times from 1979 to 1993 to, I think the kids need to get more knowledge because now you have MCAS. And me, that stuff is, I don't even want to even go near it. They have classes for parents to go do that. I won't go touch it. Because I did my schooling. I try to help my kids in doing work. I can't do it. And like I said, busy schedule will not allow me to go to any class to learn or figure out about their homework. I can't do it. I won't be able to do it. My schedule is just consistent all day, every day. I'm trying to find work being self-employed. And I'll tell you, where I've been and what I'm doing now, it's getting pretty, I'm almost hitting rock bottom of, trying to stay above water for work. And I can tell you another thing, that 4 hours a day helps me out enormously to get things that I need to do done. And I mean, once that's gone, my kid's bored and like trying to help them to get to kindergarten, I will do my best. But it's that 4 hours a day in that school, not just for my child, for any child that goes there. I think they're going to come out accomplishing something later on in life. You're cutting these funds, and you got to think, schooling is harder nowadays. And they need every little inch of piece of whatever it takes to get them through. And hey, when they're done with their schooling. But I didn't like to go to school, I'll admit it, but I graduated, I got my diploma, and I did what I had to do it. And you know what really gets me of cutting funds too also is when you get President Obama and you have Deval Patrick, governor here of Massachusetts, saying they're trying to strengthen education and they're not. It is what it is, and people keep overlooking it. And if this don't come out, so be it, but I'm going to say it. You're cutting funds for children, and you're giving funds, free education and learning to illegal immigrants. To me, that is not right. Here are illegal immigrants coming in our state, the United States, and jumping ahead of those illegal immigrants that are trying to do it legal. And Obama has recently said in the news that he is trying to help fund these immigrants, illegally immigrants, and helping them get in the head of the line. That's crazy. Deval Patrick and the Massachusetts, as we're called, is funding legal immigrants to go to school. Now, there's two big problems right there, that if you cut them out, our children will have their funds. Why people don't fight this, or why people don't look into this, why, everybody's left with the question with no answers. But just cut out, Obama also said recently that he's gonna get more jobs for teachers. And it was just in the paper yesterday or the day before, I was reading it, and whatever. We cannot start blowing this wind through our ears of what we want to hear and don't do it. You just can't let people illegally come in here and take our money, for schooling while our children need it. Why do they get to jump ahead of the line of the illegal immigrants doing it legally, correctly. I'm so confused. I cannot. And it irritates me, it aggravates me, and it disgusts me. So here I am left thinking, well, my son, which I might say, loves to go to school. When his vacation and the weekends come along, he's asking, does he have school the next day? Now, if this is not a reason to not take away funds from school, which, I can't say how much a percentage of kids say, when am I going to school? I want to go to school. Which when I was a kid back in my days, kids didn't even want to go bother with school. It's boring. Fall asleep. It's boring. My kids, they want to go to school. Even my older ones. There's sometimes they don't want to be there, but when it gets good and they know it's good, they're there. And they want to be there, and they say, well, oh, man, I want to go to school. When's this vacation over? Even my 4-year-old, he's 4-year-old, and he wants to go to Hosmer School. He wants to learn, he wants to play, and he loves it. Now, if this is not a reason to keep the funding going, then someone really needs to be awakened with something more devastating, I guess, to just keep it going. Because think about it. You're going to be cutting kids that are going there, and they're going to be waiting to go there next year. And their hearts are going to get broken if you just completely shut it down, or there's not enough funds to keep it going. You think of the little heart you're going to be breaking, honestly. And you think about the kids that want to go to school, but all of a sudden it ain't there no more. What are they going to think? They're going to be emotionally wrecked and emotionally confused. And that might just lead to future references or whatever that they do need to learn because of a little bit of handicap that they have. And it might just mess up their minds. So I hope you take this message from a parent. And I mean, I can say it because I'm street smart. My life is revolved around the streets. And I've been hanging around with kids with disabilities, all sorts of nationalities. I'm not racist. I have black, Puerto Rican, Hispanic, Chinese, Laotian, Korean, it doesn't matter. I got them all. I got Indian friends. I got a bunch of friends, all kinds of nationalities, some crazy, messed up, some over here, all because of the way we went to school. I'm not a saint, but I think that the way school is today would have made me, back in my time, do good, and I'd want to be there my own self. I wouldn't. I'd like to be there now, but like I say, my busy schedule, struggling to find work, can't do no, volunteer work. I just can't. Because I'm struggling on the street. I'm wheeling and dealing, trying to get my family the money we need to survive and live. Even though I am getting help from the state, but I'm still struggling to find work. And every day when my son don't have school, I'm gonna be struggling to see his little eyes and his little words come out and say, do I have school today, Daddy? I want to go to school. But what am I supposed to tell him? Oh, they ain't got no more school. They can't fund you money to go to school no more. He's going to be devastated. He's all excited to be going to kindergarten next year. But I think if he didn't have the support of the school and the support that I can give him, I think he would not even care less. So thank you for your time, and I hope you understand my point of view and my thoughts and theories, because I am a concerned parent, and I do believe that you were breaking you will be breaking a bunch of little hearts in the future, in the past, because they're going to look and say, hey, I used to go there, but it ain't there no more. In the way they've been running the show there, hey, says it all. Thank you. I hope you get second thoughts. I hope funding something comes somewhere else, because it shouldn't come from the little people that are having fun to learn and want to be there. Not because they're forced to, but because they want to. Thank you. Good night.